it's a dilemma. We see people that want to find something that'll make me well. See, instead of what do I have to do, what do I have to change? And change is hard. It's really hard. I mean, was it easy to go off gluten?
No, it did take a while.
Yeah, it takes a while. Is it easy to, I've got a good friend that gets migraine headaches, but she drinks 2 or 3 diet pops a day. There's some things people aren't ready to change.
Yeah.
You can even get brain tumors from the aspartame.
Oh, there's a whole lot of things you can get from these chemicals they throw at it. Actually, there's a fascinating book. It's called Excitotoxins, and it talks about what MSG and aspartame and all these, and even to some extent caffeine and some of these other drugs, they're called excitotoxin, and they get in your system. They overstimulate the brain cells. Now, the brain cells are somewhat resistant to this overstimulation, but when we become magnesium deficient, the brain cells become more susceptible to this stimulation from excitotoxins. And so it actually kills them. A guy did, a neurosurgeon did all these studies on brain cells exposed to excitotoxins. And when you deprive the brain cell of magnesium, the excitotoxin is much more likely to kill it. So if you had a little bit of that every day for the next, see, none of us know how many brain cells we can spare before we become demented.
On that magnesium oil that you were telling us about, I got some of that, and I've been using it. Can you do it daily forever, or?
Please stop needing magnesium.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I think most of us are magnesium deficient. Just because most of our life we haven't been aware, and the doctors hasn't been aware, and even though we may take a magnesium pill, it's amazing what magnesium shots do to people.
Yeah.
Magnesium oil is next best. But everybody should probably have a few magnesium shots just to catch up. And then, you should do the, if you think magnesium deficiency is a big problem, you should put Epsom salt in your bathtub, use the magnesium oil, take pills, even give yourself a. There's a lady in Romania, Anna Aslan, I think her name was. Back in the 50s and 60s, she had a big health spa, the reverse aging spa in Romania. And the Romanian government, in an effort to attract tourist dollars, encouraged her. But basically her shot was, they call it GH3 or Gero Vital, and basically it's magnesium, potassium, and procaine. It's a great anti-aging substance. Well, the Epsom salt is pretty good to help. You can absorb some of it through your skin. That's basically magnesium sulfate.
Oh, interesting. What did you say earlier was one of the things regarding Alzheimer's and dementia?
And which? Alzheimer's and what?
Dementia.
Uh-huh.
You talked about that, and I thought.
Oh, coconut. Coconut oil.
Okay.
Yeah, if you know of someone that thinks things are kind of slipping for them.
There it is. Okay.
Unfortunately, most of those people don't think that's a problem, and then they can't remember to take coconut oil anyway. But if you have someone that can help them do this, it's a pretty simple way to maybe overcome this. But it's tragic,
People never listen anyway.
You got a parent or uncle that got the problem, and you say you ought to try this, and the tragedy is they frequently go to their doctor and say, "What do you think of this?" And tell them, "Oh, it's saturated oil, it'll kill you." But anyway, yeah. But why don't we all just take a little coconut oil regularly? Why wait till we start slipping?
Oh, well.
Well, slip further.
Yeah, that's right.
So anyway, go home and we'll try and get some more of this stuff. We try and get it on the email. We're going to be putting it in the magazine, and so we're going to do a little of this all the time. So anyway.